Hello my lovely friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing me for the first time, hi, my name is Liz Jayoba. I'm absolutely enthusiastic about personal growth and development. I enjoy sharing my personal growth journey and anything that I can help people not sleepwalk through life and go after their God-given dreams and desires. Totally embrace the growth mindset, and if you enjoy this kind of content, welcome to the family. All right, in today's video, you guys, I'm gonna be sharing with you 3 things to never ever say to your children ever again. And if you've been saying this to those kids, you need to stop ASAP. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing you should stop saying to your kids as a parent, or if you're an aunt, uncle, or if you're a custodian of a little child, be amazed how little some things mark the minds of kids from a very tender age. Like, people literally still remember what their nursery school teacher said to them. People remember, like, it's insane. The number one thing to stop saying to any kind of child that is under your care is,
"What is wrong with you?"
Okay, many of us that maybe have been raised by African parents, or maybe you have an African ancestry, you probably can relate to this because this is real. If you have never experienced this, good for you. But some of us, we've experienced this as children, where you do something very little. It's, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?"
Do you know what that does to the mind of a child? Instead of just addressing the issue, like maybe the child broke something and saying, why did you break this? What did you do? Address the actual thing. It's so much more of a cheap shot just saying, "What's wrong with you?" And what that does over time is inherently the child begins to internalize these things and start to question. It's an identity thing. Like, when you start telling a child what's wrong with you, you're telling them fundamentally something is off with you. I don't know what it is, but something is wrong with you. And that's not a seed that you want to plant in any child's heart at that age. You might not know the implications and you're just saying it because in the heat of the spur of the moment, that's what comes to mind. But if you've been saying this to your children, at any rate, please stop, okay? So just understanding that there are several ways that we can discipline a child and correct an action than just, bringing everything back to a fundamental flaw. Okay, so that's one thing. The second thing I would say to stop saying to any child, and this also goes to parents that have multiple children, or if you're an aunt or uncle and you have so many children, that you watch, is, "Why did you do this? Journey would never do something like that, or Mary would never do it like this," or whatever the case. The point is comparison. Comparing children against each other, or comparing, someone's strength and versus another child's maybe not area of strength. So it's very important that, we hear it all the time, even as adults, that comparison is a thief of joy. So why would you be stealing the joy in those little baby hearts? Okay, instead of focusing on strength, talk uniquely to that child, because guess what? Yes, Johnny might be the clean freak and tidy up his room, but there's so many things that maybe Martha here is better at, and if you're pointing this out, not only does it cause sibling rivalry at some point, but it just makes people feel less than. It makes the children feel less than, as something, why am I always being compared to someone else? And it's not, and this kind of parents that do these things, they never compare the good things. At least if you want to compare what Mary did that is also good, but it's always, "Look at this child. Look at how well behaved they are. Look how they're sitting in the restaurant. Look at this, da, 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 da. Why are you not like that?" So, it's very important that, you have to build up your child's strength. You have to speak life. And even the things that maybe you're still working on and you're praying and you believe in God on, speak life. Turn those things around. You have the power as the parent and the authority over the child's life. God has given you that authority to speak. So you speak the things that are not as though they were, even if the child is not organized, speak organization into their life. All right, so the third thing is more of a something I actually learned along the way, because I have really teeny little kids myself, and I've actually struggled with this, and a lot of parents out there can relate. Maybe where you have friends over, or maybe at a church setting, and your children refuse to share. Okay, they have friends, they have their toys, and they just refuse to share for whatever reason. And sometimes it just gets awkward because this other child is there eyeing your child's things, their parent is there, and your child is like, heck to the no, to the no, no, no. I'm not gonna share this toy with nobody, you know. So and in the past I'll be like, share your toy, share your toy. So I learned this from a child psychologist actually, that up until the age of 7, that a child pretty much don't understand the concept of sharing. That to them is just like punishment. Like, why am I sharing my things? Like, this is for me. This person can go and find their own thing elsewhere, but this is mine. So why do I have to share? So they don't really understand the concept of sharing, and to them it's just like unfair. Like, why? But if you change the phrase of that, and if maybe the goal is to have them, you know, play and share their toys, but changing the phrase more so, can you guys take turns? You know, like, hey, Johnny, I don't know, Johnny's coming to my head today. So Johnny, can you play for 10 minutes and let Mary play for 10 minutes? Like, before the age 7, kids are more open and willing because they know you're not taking it away from them. Like, why am I sharing? However, if it's, oh, it's just gonna play for you for a little bit, it's very easier for them to conceptualize and for them to agree to, and no drama, no meltdown. Everyone plays and everyone's happy. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this kinds of video. I just thought to share. If you guys can like, comment, subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It helps my channel a lot. And till we see you again, I'll talk to you guys soon in my next one. Bye-bye.